From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
The ingredients coming together this evening for a little wintry weather during the overnight hours. Cold air, that's in place. 25 Lansing, 25 in Jackson, Adrian at 27 degrees. We've got a few light snow showers across the area. Nothing's going to cause any major problems. It's to the south that we're keeping a close eye on that precipitation. National Weather Service issuing a winter weather advisory, including Clinton County southward through Eaton and Ingham, Jackson and Hillsdale counties until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, with the potential for some frozen precipitation. Over the next 6 hours, notice to our south, this little pink area starts to move north of the state line. That will be in the form of some freezing rain, some sleet, and possibly a little bit of snow, and that'll continue to move north during the overnight hours. We'll talk more about the ice accumulations and snow accumulations coming up, but for tonight, just use caution on area roadways as temperatures are below freezing all night. We've got another system with a better potential for snowfall this weekend. 6 News at 6 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News at 6.
Hundreds of protesters gathered at the state capitol this afternoon, joining forces to protect their rights. It's our top story tonight at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. Siobhan is off tonight. The rally gained popularity through social media, calling on protesters in all 50 states to get together to oppose the new Trump administration. Taryn Simmons visited the state capitol and spoke to event organizers and other activists about what they hope to accomplish. Taryn, what did you learn?
Sherry, the movement is called the 50 States, 50 Capitals One-Day Protest. Organizers say this event is happening all the way from Michigan all the way to California. They say the purpose of the protest is to fight for their rights and against Project 2025.
Rights for all are welcome here.
People are scared, they're terrified that they might be deported, that they lose their health care, basic stuff that is unprecedented. This is not normal. This is not normal and never has been.
As President Trump settles into office, hundreds of Michiganders like Kelsey Brienne have made it their mission to fight back against his new administration.
They're doing things that they know are illegal to challenge it at the court, because that's how we lost Roe. And so what's happening is they are shocking us, they are scaring us.
Karen Gregg says Trump is trying to control the country.
Just thinks he can do whatever he wants with executive orders, and I hope our courts will hold and stand up to him.
When the president pardoned the January 6 defendants last month, Gregg says she was appalled.
To pardon people who beat up police officers, they're criminals, and they should be in prison.
One of his promises is to enact the largest mass deportation in U.S. history, something Sarah Haboo disagrees with.
And the fact that we're splitting apart families, incredibly wrong, and it's unconstitutional even more than that.
Haboo says American citizens didn't vote for an oligarchy.
Elon Musk having access to the U.S. Treasury, someone who's unelected, someone who is unvetted, unapproved by Congress. I mean, these are all constitutional violations.
At the mention of Trump blaming the D.C. helicopter crash on DEI, ex-Marine Bill Murphy says differently.
I've met women that are more qualified than these weak, insecure little boys I see. Like the Proud Boys they just let out of jail. I've seen stronger women that can handle them with no problem.
Murphy urges the public to educate themselves on Project 2025. Sherry, back to you.
Thank you, Taryn. A Lansing nonprofit that's provided free essentials to thousands of people in need faces an uncertain future. After years of service, the Freetail store, which gives away clothing, diapers, and other vital things, will soon be closing its doors. Tessa Crash has more on the impact of this decision.
That's right, Sherry. For years, Freetail has been a source of hope. It offers those in need with what they need, no questions asked. And it isn't just for Lansing families. People from all over the state depend on its resources. But its future is up in the air.
I'm formerly homeless. I lived on the streets.
Mike Carl, the CEO and founder of Freetail, knows firsthand how vital these resources can be.
I went to shelters that I had to pray to eat, and I didn't eat. Here, there's no questions asked.
Operated in a Lansing Mall storefront, Freetail has been a beacon of hope in our community.
Which we usually service around 200 people every time we open.
Freetail offers free clothes, diapers, essentials, and even resources.
There's so many things that happen in the store.
Now, because of a dispute with the Lansing Mall, Carl announced they will have to close down.
What are these people gonna do? It's so sad. It's so heartless.
Linda Carl said the Lansing Mall management denied the opportunity to renew their agreement and instead told them they have to relocate to a smaller space.
They said, we don't like your clientele, we don't like the lines that are in the mall.
Carl believes the store brings value to the mall.
But those people that are standing in line visit other stores that are in here. They visit the food court. Now the food court is full.
The new space would require renovations, serve fewer people, and force customers to wait outside.
Who goes to a store and has to wait outside?
Why would I want someone, a single mother, that has 2 little kids that have to ride a private or public bus to wait outside for the services that they need when the Lansing Mall is designated as a warming and cooling center?
Since announcing the closure, community members have rallied behind Freetail.
Our community here in Lansing is the most giving, most gracious, and most loving.
Despite the overwhelming support, the future remains uncertain.
The Freetail store will remain open until March while they search for a new home. We have reached out to the Lansing Mall and the company that owns the mall multiple times, but have not yet received a response. But Carl says the mall told him that because of the controversy, they're revoking their offer to relocate to the other space. Of course, it's an option they didn't want in the first place. Back to you, Sherry.
Thank you, Tessa, for the update on that. Well, some big changes are happening on the campus of Michigan State. The university's Multicultural Center has finally opened its doors. The university presented the building with a video of a fly-through tour. The $38 million center, located at the intersection of Shaw and Farm Lanes, will serve as an open space available for all students to use. And speaking to the state news, leaders of several MSU student organizations praised this new space and the opportunity to celebrate the many diverse cultures represented at MSU. Now, in contrast, the MSU Board of Trustees will decide this week whether or not to demolish the IM West building. According to the Trustee Committee on Budget and Finance, the building is expensive to maintain, is functionally obsolete, and cannot be repurposed in any economical way. Demolition should begin in the spring of 2027 after the university opens a brand new student recreation and wellness center, which would take over the functions of IM West. Well, we're getting ready to celebrate our 75th anniversary this year, and we're looking for your help. So if you hung out with Alley Cat, cut a rug on Swing Lively, or know someone who met Martha Dixon, well, please let us know. And if you have any pictures or videos from back in the day, we've set up a folder for you to upload your memories, and we'd love to use them on air. To share them, just head over to WLNS.com/75. And if you're willing to talk to us about it on TV, let us know in the comments section, and then we'll try to get a hold of you. We'll be kicking off all the celebrations around our birthday in May.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, tonight's winter weather event looks fairly minor overall. The only thing we have to watch out for is a little bit of freezing rain. Other than that, a little bit of snow as well. Look at precision cast ice, potential freezing rain through tomorrow morning. Really along the state line into portions of Jackson County. That's where the best chance of seeing freezing rain is going to be, traced to maybe 1/10 of an inch. Trace amounts, though, north of that, northern Jackson County through Lansing and St. John's, but doesn't take much freezing rain to cause problems. So we'll say use caution out there tonight, tomorrow morning, but I don't anticipate this being a huge event for us in terms of freezing rain. As far as snow goes, fairly light overall as well, traced to 1 inch, but I suspect that somewhere in the area, maybe not over Mason or maybe in Mason, could be in Lansing, a little swath of 1 inch, 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches will set up. So that'll be the heaviest of the snowfall, but again, morning commute time will likely be impacted. So we check out the Doppler radar. A few snow showers moving off to our east. Overall, not a lot happening so far. Precision cast through tonight. Notice where that snow line versus mixed precipitation is across Jackson County. So if that holds, Lansing area would just see some very light snow late tonight, early tomorrow morning. And whatever we see, it'll quickly move out. By 7 o'clock, it's already zipping to the east as a cold front moves in from the west. That will give us some really gusty winds, probably gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour tomorrow afternoon and evening. So Thursday night into Friday, quiet weather resumes across the region for the time being, but there's another storm system that's organizing in Texas that'll stream to the northeast. It'll be a quick moving system, but Saturday during the day, snow develops. Could be a little bit heavy at times, and it quickly moves out Saturday evening, but that's our next significant chance for snowfall. Odds of seeing at least 2 inches of snow, it's on Saturday evening into early Sunday, at least a 60% chance. So we could see several inches of accumulation as we move into the weekend. Temperatures currently are sitting in the mid-20s across mid-Michigan. It's a cold afternoon. McLaren Cam, our current temperature at 26 degrees with a few snow flurries outside. The high 27 and our wind gusts 14 miles per hour. In Grand Ledge, similar, some clouds out there, temperature at 25 degrees, not a lot of wind today. Wind gust was only 13 miles per hour. In the Jackson area, temperatures at 25 degrees, high was 26, morning low 16, and our peak wind up to 22. Final stop in Hillsdale, and this is one of the most likely areas to see some freezing rain tonight across Hillsdale County. Temperature 25 degrees, high was 26, and our morning low down to 19. For tonight then, look for a wintry mix developing, mainly snow north, freezing rain south, 24 the overnight low. Then for tomorrow, other than a leftover flurry at 7, we should be pretty much done, and road conditions will quickly improve as temperatures climb above freezing. It'll get very windy tomorrow afternoon, so that 34 is not going to feel like 34. The 6-day forecast over the weekend, Saturday, that's the day to watch for several inches of snowfall. High temperatures 20s through the weekend into early next week. No major systems, but a couple snow showers Wednesday, Thursday, and again next Saturday. Valentine's Day still looking dry and warmer next weekend as highs are back in the 30s.
You know, and I think when people hear freezing rain, they kind of, oh no.
Oh, yeah. Because I mean, it doesn't take much at all.
No.
If we get just snow, that's great, but I mean, all it takes is 20 minutes of freezing rain and the roads are very slippery.
So morning commute.
Yeah, and then things improve after that.
All right, thanks, David. Well, a local woman who became Miss USA